Welcome, everyone, to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania and gorgeous PNC Park. MLB The Show brings you the Turnpike Series. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go down. And today's starter, Mitch Keller. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Brandon Marsh in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Right through there for a strike. 0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed or away.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. And now it's Alec Bohm. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball one. Keller, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a cutter, a sinker, a slurve, and he occasionally uses a curve. Foul ball there. Here comes a pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And another ball. In the air to left down the line. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. And time now for the Phillies lineup. Singy, this lineup has the benefit of playing behind a great pitching staff. They've got a really low ERA.
Yeah, and, you know, with that said, there's not as much pressure on the offense, but make no mistake about it. Guys want to hit the ball hard, and they want to score runs. They want to jog around the bases, hitting the ball over the fence. So regardless of how dominant the staff can be, the attitude is we want to go out there and have some fun with the bat. So we'll see. One big inning in this one, you know, could be all they need, but you'd like to have multiple big innings. Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
Out to short, Cruz. To first, Turner is out. That ends the frame. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. And now the Pirates will take their turn in a scoreless ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at PNC Park. And on the mound for Philadelphia in this one, Taijuan Walker.
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
And that one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. And there's a foul ball. That one's upstairs, ball one. And that's ball one.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
And misses inside. Just off the inside corner, and it's a full count.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The wind and the pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. Righty delivers. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
But when you see that many pitches in an at-bat, your chances of succeeding go up. And right there, we see the result.
Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit.
He really needs to start making more contact, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
This one in the dirt, but no advance. That's ball 1. Shepard gets his lead at first with nobody out. Pickoff throw. Shepard back easily.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Kicks and fires. And a foul ball. Nobody out. Runner at first. Late with the swing there.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
Next pitch is downstairs. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 1 away.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Brian Reynolds here.
He's been doing a good job knocking in his teammates. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
It's a pitch out, nothing doing, and that's ball 1. Man at first, 1 away. On the ground, and foul ball. And he deals. That catches the corner. One, 2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Liner, base hit. Lead runner around second. The throw in, and the throw's offline, safe at third.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
One down. Here's O'Neal Cruz.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
That's a ball.
And takes low for ball 1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Runners at the corners, 1 away. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. That's a strike, and now it's even 1-1.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
And here it comes. Struck him out looking.
Oh, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You had the infield back. All you've got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, I'll still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
C.J. Cron, the next to hit, takes high for ball 1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And a swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Base hit into right center. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0. Grounds third, headed for the plate. Relay throw. The tag, and he's out. But 1 run does score in the play before the inning ends. So it's 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We head to the second from PNC Park. It's the Pirates 1 and the Phillies 0. Top of the second, Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
Kyle Schwarber.
Keller back to work. Gets the outside corner with that one. Schwarber, multi-time All-Star, 32 years old, and he's usually in left field, but today he's patrolling center.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights it off, you'll see another.
Well, typically left fielders have the least amount of range in the outfield, so for him to take the responsibility in center field in this one, he's going to really need his corner teammates to help him out in the gaps.
And that's in the dirt. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Swings and misses, struck him out. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. There's the strike. The Phils down by a run here at the top of the second. Swings through that one for strike 2. Gary Simmons has the plate duty in this one.
Well, with Simmons, it's not always your standard strike zone, Boog. It kind of gives a little extra in some parts of the zone and then can be tighter in others. But I think the important thing is he doesn't get labeled as inconsistent, so you got to stay ready up there. And
it finds its way through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
That is it. The first baseman.
Now batting Max Kepler.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Under the Mendoza line so far this month.
Kepler swings and drives one deep to right. That one's carrying. And it's off the wall. Castellanos on his way to the plate. Throw cut off to third. And he's out. But 1 run is in to score.
Absolutely perfect execution of the relay right there to cut him down at third. And he probably should have shut it down at second base and been happy with the double, but it took a great play to get him. You just have to tip your cap.
Here's Joey Bart now. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
tied up here in the early going. Strike two. This one in the air, center field. Settles under this one. Brings it in. And that is that. So they get one run, 2 hits, no errors, and no one left. Down to the bottom of the second. All tied 1-1. Bottom of the second. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Stone Garrett.
The center fielder.
The wind of the pitch. Check swing. He went. And that is strike one. That one missed. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Next offering down low and in the dirt. Check swing on the 2-2. Appeal to first. No swing. He held up. Patrick Johnson with the call there. Righty to the plate. Hard hit right side. In time to Kepler. And quickly one away in the second.
Batting seven. The second baseman.
Leover Peguero digs in now. That's in there. That one fouled off. One down, base is empty. That one just missing inside. And the count 1-2. And that skips in the dirt. One out, base is empty. Stays alive. And the pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. So it was a long battle at the plate, but they still managed to get the out. Andy Rodriguez getting ready to hit.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Just one hit in his last 5 games.
Misses off the inside, and it's 1-0. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1-1.
Two down, nobody on. This to third. Sends it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. Score remains tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. And now for the Phillies, number 84. The wind of the pitch. Gets him to chase after that one.
Ooh, Byron. You gotta remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Just missed.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Bunting for a hit. Barehand scoop to first. And that's a great play for the out. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit. And when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or can be bunted right back at a position player.
Taijuan Walker now at the plate. Not close with that one. 1-0. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. And the right-hander deals. And that's in for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swings through that.
2-2 count.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. One down, base is empty. Walker tries to hold up, appeal to first, didn't go. That's to third. Fires over to Crone, and there's 2 away. So the lineup flips over, and digging in for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh went down on strikes his first time through. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
Sliced hard but foul. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Down quickly go the Phillies. Still tied 1-1. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. Here's the pitcher, Mitch Keller. A line to kick the pitch. Ball 1, no strikes.
You know, these Pirates showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and that's the first out.
Well, you always want those pitches back as a hitter. It caught a lot of the zone and definitely not the intended location, but those splitters can dance around and miss a barrel even when they're not perfectly executed.
Shepard in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Gets the call, and it's 1-2. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Righty delivers. Bounced up the middle, and that chance handled. He's in there.
Good hustle. And we're talking about an emerging leader on a team. Those are the things that are going to be necessary for him to do to set that example, game in, game out.
And now it's Andrew McCutchen. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Walker keeping an eye on him. Shepard leads off first with one away. Runner on the go. They pitch out. Throw there. Safe. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Runner goes again. In the dirt, but kept close. And he steals third without a throw. The 2-1. And a base hit on a line. In scores the runner from third. It's 2-1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. One down, runner at first. Up next for the Pirates, Brian Reynolds. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that one pulled foul. One run across in the frame so far here in the last half of the third. Swing and a miss as he was late.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Here's the 0-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's exactly what a good 2-strike splitter will do. Duck right under the bat path and that last 15 to 20 feet or so. And at that point, it's just too late to do anything about it as a hitter. Really nice pitch.
Cruz in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Two outs. That one misses, and 1-1. Ground ball up the middle. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the first baseman.
And here is C.J. Cron. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. That's inside. Two on, 2 outs. Foul ball there. Next offering is downstairs. First and second, 2 down. And another ball. Stone Garrett waits on deck for Pittsburgh. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Schwarber brings it in, and that will end the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. Back here in Pittsburgh, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Alec Bohm. The right-hander back to work. There's a swing and a drive on the move. That's down. One hops off the wall. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it. And that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Here's Turner now. He's 0 for 1. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
The Pirates leading by a run. Top half of inning number 4. The next offering misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Right through there for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle. Doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Phillies fans want a strikeout.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
In the dirt. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 3-2. Kyle Schwarber on deck for the Phillies. The pitch. On the ground to third. Fires over to first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
Well, I believe we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
And here is Kyle Schwarber. Struck out swinging his first time. Just missed. Fought off foul. One down. Phillies down a run. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, one out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up. And that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. That helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
Bohm on third with 2 out. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. In to score from third. We are tied at 2.
Comes through with the RBI. Pretty good spot. Hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
2 outs. Runner on first. Max Kepler at the plate. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And that's too high.
Way to lay off that fastball
one
up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Here's a 1-1. Just missed.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Two outs. That one 95 to finish him off. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We're midway in the 4th. We are tied 2-2. The Turnpike Series continues now. Ready to go, bottom 4. Here's the center fielder, Stone Garrett. And the pitch. And a good eye there. Right-hander kick steals. Fouled off. He was late. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Bouncer to second. One up, one down.
Now back, second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, Liover Peguero. 0 for 1 so far.
Tired or not, he's relentless with the way he pitches. He might be exhausted out there, but his stuff is still nasty.
Nope.
Just missed.
Ball 1, no strike.
That one ripped. That's back there. Leaps at the wall, but can't haul it in. Now around second, going for third. The relay throw. Not in time. He's safe.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. He really hammered that one down into the right field corner, and clearly he wasn't just content with the double. Really got going out of the box and hustled his way to turn that into a triple.
So one gone.
The pitcher.
Runners at the corners here. One away. Mitch Keller will hit next. Struck out swinging his first time.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
And that one fouled off. And fouled off. First and third, one down. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And a pitch. He fouls it off. Will do it again.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
2 on, 1 out. And a swing and a miss. And now 2 gone.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now the Pirates leadoff man, Shepard. And a foul ball left side. Two on, 2 outs. And strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing a high fly ball deep left field. That's back. Tattoo to tater towel. Population U, bro. Home run number 10 on the year. It's 5-2. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So 2 down. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Andrew McCutchen. Fastball for a strike.
On the mound, he's got to remember his offense can score a lot. So if he can hit the reset button from here going forward, there's still a chance that his club can win this ball game.
Pitch
1 ball,
misses,
1 strike.
and the count is 1-1. Kicks and fires.
Foul ball.
And that one is inside. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Cannonball coming. It's now 5-2. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at PNC Park, this is Joey Bart.
The catcher.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Peguero drifts towards it, and there's one away.
Up next for Philadelphia, the second baseman.
And now it's the switch hitting second baseman. He's 0 for 1.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play.
But one really cool moment I remember at PNC Park is the 2006 Home Run Derby during All-Star Weekend. David Ortiz and Ryan Howard each hit homers into the Allegheny River on the fly. Really awesome to watch. Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
That one ripped right center field. That's back there. And forget it. His second of the year, and they inch closer. It's 5-3.
Things might get pretty interesting if they keep connecting on pitches like that. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
1 out, base is empty. Taijuan Walker digs in now on the inside corner for a strike. Walker measures 6 feet 4 inches, 32 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2010. 1 down, base is empty. Up the middle. Tosses to first. Got the out.
Now back, left field,
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Next offering is fouled back. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Round second, digging for third. Throw is high and over his head. Two outs with a man at third. Now the number 2 hitter, Alec Bohm, 1 for 2. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
Outside. The Pirates up by 2, and we're at the top of the 5th. And a foul ball.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
On its way to the corner. And that drops foul.
Yeah, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
2 outs. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Kicks and deals. Got him swinging. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now 5-3. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Christopher Sanchez.
Now, definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. And here is Ryan Reynolds. The pitch. Bounced, and that got the pitcher. Whips it to first on the run. Throw not in time, and he's safe. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
So man aboard. Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup hitter, O'Neal Cruz.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
And that one fouled off.
So O'Neal Cruz is named after Paul O'Neill. That was his father's idol in baseball, so he named his son O'Neal. In 2022, they finally met each other when the Pirates played the Yankees in New York, and I'm sure that was a moment that O'Neal Cruz will never forget. Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Left-hand hitter waits.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. The pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Runner at first with no outs here. And that's a strikeout looking. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. And here's the first baseman, C.J. Cron. That's outside. And that is ball 1. Right through there for a strike. On a strike. The pitch. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Reynolds rounds second, heads for third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Runners on the corners with 1 gone. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Stone Garrett. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. And a swing and a miss there.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it, or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Up next for the Pirates, Liover Peguero. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Pirates strand a couple, and it remains 5-3. Top of the 6th inning. Trey Turner now.
The shortstop, way.
Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
That one fouled off. The pitch. Upstairs.
Looking to get something going. This is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Schwarber in the box again, takes the strike. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Fouled off left side. And now 1 and 2. And another ball.
2-2 the count.
The 2-2 now. Line drive. And it stays fair. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a 2-bagger.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Right through there for a strike. Top of the zone for a called strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Aroldis Chapman loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Karinchak warming up as well. With the tying run at the plate here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That's out number 2.
Pretty much textbook pitching for the 3-pitch K right there. Jumped ahead 0-2 on 2 pitches he didn't want to go after at the plate. Then, knowing he's going to be a little more aggressive trying to protect, he expands just out of the zone where he couldn't do anything with it. He gets the strikeout and keeps the pitches thrown to a minimum. Very nice.
So digging in, Max Kepler. First pitch misses. Two outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that is that. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Pirates 5 and the Phillies 3. Bottom of the 6th. Here's the catcher, Andy Rodriguez.
The catcher.
This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. On the ground to the left. Boom. Throws out to first. They go 5-3 for the first out as the third baseman makes the play from the shortstop spot in the shift. Mitch Keller, the next Pirate to hit.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Wouldn't chase that time.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Strike one.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
And he deals. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 3.
One strike.
Up the middle. Trey Turner gloves it. On the run. Throw to first. 2 up, 2 down.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
And now the Pirates leadoff man, Shepard. He really made his presence felt back in the 4th inning of this one, Singy.
Absolutely. 3-run blast and a shot of energy for his teammates. Everyone in that dugout was pretty fired up.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And there's a ball. And a pitch. That one misses. And now 3-0. And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Andrew McCutchen getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
At the belt and fires.
1-1.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And here's the catcher, Joey Bart. Keller back to work. Foul ball there.
Well, these Phillies, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Next offering is in for a strike.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Couldn't catch up to the heater. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you get the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Now it's the second baseman. Bounce to the right. Aguero whips it to first. And 2 away to start the 7th. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Phillies, Bryce Harper.
Pretty surprised they're going with a pitcher off the bench here, Boog. I mean, they must be trying to save what they have left in terms of position players for later or something.
First pitch, and he just misses. Right through there for a strike. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got a pinch hit double.
Everything came together for him. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Mitch Keller done for the night, and we'll be back with their first arm out of the pen after a quick break. So here comes the big lefty, Aroldis Chapman, to the mound.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And now, Brandon Marsh. In the air to left center. That one gets down for a hit. Heading for the plate. Here comes the throw. It's off the mark, and he scores. And it's a one-run game.
Picks himself up an RBI. It's amazing to me that he was able to put the barrel on that one. I mean, that pitch was pretty well outside, but great extension and bat control through the zone allowed him to drive it the other way. That was pretty impressive. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
2 outs, runner on first. Alec Bohm now at the plate. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
2 outs. Ball one there with a single base runner. Because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. That catches the zone for a strike, and a count 1-2. Trying to hold a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Heading down the line, and that will drop foul. And here it comes. He goes down looking. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 5-4 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Lou Trevino.
He's doing the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
Well, 1-run game at the plate for Pittsburgh. Ryan Reynolds. The pitch. That's hard hit in the line. Marsh makes the grab, 1 down.
Sometimes you want to be aggressive early in the at-bat. He was right there. Hard line out. First pitch of the inning. No reward, but, hey, you got to keep swinging it.
O'Neal Cruz, the next Pirate to hit. That one finds the corner. That's strike 1. Activity in the bullpen. Spencer Turnbull appears to be getting loose. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
The shortstop takes the ball. One and 2 here. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Bounce to the right side. Sneaks through. Base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for two.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
2 outs, base is empty. C.J. Cron, the next to hit. That clips the zone. Strike one. And that one missing low. And there's a ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Down in order go the Pirates as they hold on to a 5-4 lead. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. David Bednar.
50th time he's come into a game this year. He's been relied on out of the pen quite a bit.
Well, 1-run game. Here's Trey Turner. And the pitch. That one's in there. Strike one.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
That's to third. Down the line, and it's foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. And the right-hander deals. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Next to hit, Kyle Schwarber. Infielder shifted to the right. Shortstop just to the left of second. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. And the righty deals. And there's a strike. Bullpen action for the Pirates. James Karinchak loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Moretta also getting ready. One down, base is empty. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He swung over top of the curveball.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Now it's the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. In there at the knees, and that's strike one. Holding on to a one-run lead, and we're in the top of the eighth. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the eighth. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
2 down, nobody on. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Castellanos swings and lifts a high fly ball. Deep left field. Pulls it in on the warning track. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Pirates 5 and the Phillies 4. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Andrew Bellotti.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
And a pitch. Garrett leading things off and takes a strike. Bellotti, 6'1" righty. He features a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a changeup. Righty to the plate. And a base hit into left field on a play. And the leadoff man aboard.
All over that one right there. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
Here's the second baseman, Liover Peguero. That one inside. Ball one. And the pitch. Ground ball left side, could be 2. 1 and second, back to first, and that is a double play.
Well, that at bat had a lot riding on it. Definitely one of the bigger ones in this game. So that double play is going to be one you look back on when this thing is over. Big time execution both on the mound and in the field to get 2 right there.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Andy Rodriguez. First pitch misses. Two down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Just missed. Headed towards the corner. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter. Jake Fraley looking for a 2-out hit with a runner in scoring position. High fly ball out into left center field. Turner makes the catch, inning over. So 1 left for Pittsburgh. They lead at 5-4. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, James Karinchak.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Max Kepler. And he deals down the middle for a strike. And it's 0-1. That one missed.
Home plate umpires try to tighten things up a little bit.
Just missed. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Here's a 2-2. And another ball. Joey Bart waiting for a turn at the plate. Looking for the K.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Joey Bart. And that's in the dirt. The pitch. Fought off foul. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Next offering is in for a strike. Action in the pen down there. Colin Holderman preparing to come on if needed. The 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. One down, base is empty. And that one upstairs. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Number 84. Next to bat for Philadelphia. Kicks and fires. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your bullpen arm when you roll them out there to start a new inning, hold on to a small lead. Just such a stabilizing effect. And not only get the first two hitters, but to strike them out. That gives everyone on defense a big boost of confidence.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Harold Ramirez looking for a two-out smart with the bases empty. That misses, and that's ball one. Right-handed reliever, and there's a foul ball. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. They're down to their final strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The Phillies down to their final strike. Fly ball down the line. McCutchen running hard to get it. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. That one in the dirt, and that's ball 2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark. You're sleeping in your own bed. You're eating your clubhouse manager's food. Everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Our final line score tonight. For the victorious Pirates, 5 runs, 13 hits, no errors. They left 8 runners on base. For Philadelphia, 4 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 4 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 12 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at PNC Park, 38,362. The Pirates thank you for attending tonight's game and remind you to please drive home safely.